Today's San Francisco 49ers report is presented by Roan. If you're looking for some awesome menswear, high quality, Roan is your answer. 20% off. I'm wearing one of their polos here if you use the code CHATSPORTS, and we'll expand on Roan coming up here in just a little bit. So breaking news here on this Tuesday edition of the 49ers report. I'm Chase Sr. San Francisco signing cornerback Anthony Brown to their 53-man roster. This is not an addition to the practice squad. Upon signing Anthony Brown, he's a part of the 53-man roster for San Francisco. We're going to talk about that. Just also want to say thank you, faithful, for your support of the program. We surpassed 88,000 subscribers, so now we're at 89K. We picked up more than 1 million views over the last calendar month, 1.3 million to be exact. And we've also been able to pick up 5,600 subscribers. If you want Niners shows and content coming your way every single day, hit that subscribe button, especially when the Niners make a move. We break it down like we're doing on today's program. So Adam Schefter of ESPN breaking the news just moments ago that former Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown, who tore his Achilles last year with Dallas and was on Pittsburgh's practice squad until this week, signed today with the Niners 53-man roster. We were live yesterday talking about Bradley Roby working out for San Francisco. The Niners electing to not go with Roby, instead Anthony Brown. Scouting profile on the player, he's 29 years old, coming off that torn Achilles, pretty solid size, 5'11", 192 pounds. He was a 6th-round pick out of Purdue all the way back in the 2016 NFL Draft, was with Dallas his entire career, 2016 up until 2022, tore that Achilles, really serious injury, couldn't find a home for a long time, and then signed on with the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad. As for Brown's usage last year and throughout his entire career, he can either play cornerback on the outside or also on the inside. So San Francisco, a little bit thin in the defensive secondary as far as overall corners go. I would imagine he fits nicely playing that slot spot. Isaiah Oliver has started to play a little bit better, had the interception of Matthew Stafford. Ambry Thomas has been a problem, though. So Deommodore Lenoir has actually gone to the outside. Ambry Thomas kind of not in the picture right now, so maybe now San Francisco is looking at Anthony Brown as a guy who can fulfill some duties on the outside, but play in the slot now that that's kind of vacant from Deommodore Lenoir, if they in fact plan to play him continuously at outside cornerback opposite of Charvarius Ward. Brown throughout his career has played a lot of games. 94 total, 69 starts, 324 tackles, 59 pass breakups. So pretty good knack for making plays on the football, 9 interceptions, and 11 tackles for loss. His last full season, of course, because he suffered that torn Achilles early last year, only played about a month or so, was in 2021. 16 starts then for the Cowboys, 17 pass breakups. Very solid number and by far career high for him. Pro Football Focus overall grade at 67.7, so slightly below average but not awful. Pro Football Focus coverage grade about average at 69, and that came on 679 coverage snaps. So interested to see what he looks like coming off that torn Achilles. When he's right, actually a pretty solid player, and I like the maneuver on the roster here for John Lynch, Adam Peters, this front office, and the Niners organization. Coming up next on the show, we're only getting started, a new Brandon Aiyuk injury update with Thursday Night Football looming against the New York Giants. We'll be doing a watch party for that game. Don't forget to tune in. But let's talk about Aiyuk next. First, though, this is today's question. And yesterday we played Name That Niner. It was Ken Dorsey. I pop up a picture of a random old school Niner, and I want you to test your Niners knowledge. So good job on that for those of you who got it right, went back, looked at the comments, and a lot of you did. Now I want to ask you this one. Your first memory of being a fan of the San Francisco 49ers. Please let me know down below. Before we get to Aiyuk, as I mentioned off the rip, today's show, presented by Roan. Get 20% off your order. I told you about the code ChatSports, right? Plug in that link down below. Roan.com/chatsports. I love Roan for a couple of different reasons. Premium menswear, looks good, feels good, very comfortable, also high quality. Men's closets were due for a big change. I think that Roan, in my opinion, really stepped up to the challenge. Their commuter collection, the most comfortable, breathable, flexible set of products known to man, and here's why. If you're looking for the world's most comfortable dress pants, quarter zips, polos, button-ups, I have a button-up as well as this polo in the Rhone Commuter Collection. It's awesome. And what I also like is that you don't have to worry about taking these products to the dry cleaner any longer. More you wear them, or the more they hang on a hanger, the wrinkles disappear. Look how premium and how clean this shirt is right here. And I love the material, that athletic type of wear. So one more time, it's promo code ChatSports at rhone.com/chatsports. We're talking polos, button-ups, pants, shorts. They have it all to complete your wardrobe for all different types of seasons. So it's rhone.com/chatsports, promo code ChatSports for that deal to apply. We move forward with more conversation about Brandon Aiyuk's injury. The big question for the Niners: will Aiyuk play Thursday night against the New York Giants? We know that the Giants are hurting right now. I called cap on Brian Dable. He said, well, there's a chance that Saquon Barkley could play. He ain't playing on a short week on an ankle sprain. Jack Hammer, though, with an update on Aiyuk, said he had a CT scan yesterday, and the good news is it revealed no break to the clavicle area. That's kind of the collarbone area here. His ability to play Thursday will be all about pain tolerance. And on Monday's show, we talked about this tweet because Jack Hammer did say that Niners and NFL News 24/7, Niners Sports Talk is the was kind of all over the subject matter on Monday, which we relayed here on the program. And this report, I'm told that Niners wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk dealing with a shoulder injury, kind of came down on that first drive like this. So he extended his body and his elbow and his arm a little bit. That could be really uncomfortable for the shoulder. We saw him in pain right away as he stayed down on the field on the turf at SoFi Stadium, and then continued this tweet by saying it's about pain tolerance, a source tells me. Wouldn't be surprised if BA wants to play from that source, but they may hold him out. So we'll see what his status is going into Thursday Night Football. I did see this update from Jesse Morse, medical doctor. He is very well researched when it comes to shoulder injuries and athletic injuries as a whole. He said that Aiyuk likely dealing with an AC sprain. That's an injury that we hear about a lot since the x-ray was negative for a clavicle fracture. More ligaments that are injured/torn, the higher the type and more unstable the joint is in that shoulder. These are painful, Jesse continued, and it's difficult to reach out and catch, but also painful to land repeatedly on the same area despite wearing shoulder pads. It's a short week. He should sit out, but if only a type 1 sprain, he might try to play. So that's the update there from Dr. Jesse Morse on the severity of the Aiyuk injury, what he suspects it to be, and the pain that comes with an injury like that. What the Brandon Aiyuk injury means for the San Francisco 49ers. For him, it's all about pain tolerance. Aiyuk's a really tough dude. He loves ball. He loves perfecting his craft. That's why going into year 4, every year that he's been in the NFL, he's gotten better and better, and he's turned himself, in my opinion, into a top 10, top 15 wide receiver in the league. For the Niners offense, Aiyuk is clearly the Niners' #1 wide receiver. Deebo Samuel is a special player, a unicorn, a unique breed, but I look at him as more of a weapon. Aiyuk is the guy who can burn you in the pass game with diversity to his route tree, great route running, excellent footwork, awesome hands, and great speed to either go over the middle or take the top off of the defense. If Aiyuk cannot play against New York in the Niners' home opener at Levi's on Thursday, expect more from Ronnie Bell, more from Javon Jennings, who had a couple of really big catches in that Rams game. Always seems to be in the right spot, right time in those clutch situations. And then Ray McCloud can be utilized as a gadget weapon. We saw last year that end around that he took 70-plus yards to the house, and he's not a bad wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6. Bell, Jennings, McCloud, automatically, if Aiyuk can't go, they elevate up the depth chart, and Deebo Samuel becomes wide receiver 1. Either way, whether Aiyuk plays or he doesn't, this is a San Francisco team that is more complete, more dominant, has more premier players, and I like their coaching staff more than the New York Giants. The Niners should be able to take down the G-men fairly easily without Aiyuk services. It's a short week. The advantage of that is that, yes, you play on Thursday, and it is that short week. then you basically get a hybrid bye week, right? Because you have a week and a half until you play football once again, send him against New York to risk further injury if that's what you need to do. And if he's okay to play and you clear him, we might see BA on the field. Let's go, Brandon. As for what he's done so far this season, he's been awesome. And in week 1, he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 11 grabs, 172 yards this year, 15.5 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns. He had more than 100 yards against Pittsburgh in the season opener with those 2 touchdowns coming on Patrick Peterson. Coming against Patrick Peterson, I should say. And Aiyuk, he's just continued his emergence as a special player in this league, and it's why he deserves to get paid after this upcoming season, as he will be entering the final year of his rookie deal after the Niners exercise that 5th-year option. So we round out with this. Will Aiyuk play on Thursday? Get those predictions in. P for play, S for sit. I'm trending towards sit, so I'm going to type my S right now, but whatever happens on the Aiyuk injury front, we'll continue to keep you in the know right here on the show, and that's why you subscribe.